Hey, everyone. Welcome to AI by Design TV, where faith meets innovation and where we make AI make sense. And I'm your host, Tisha D. Colston, your certified AI consultant and digital biz bestie. And if you're ready to save time, create smarter, and show up like the CEO you are, you're in the right place. Let's build, let's automate, let's scale, all by design. We're going to talk today more about ChatGPT, and we're going to talk about some this new feature that they have unveiled. And this new feature is called Steady Mode. Steady Mode in ChatGPT. So, how do we get to Steady Mode? What is it, and how can it help you as an entrepreneur? And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, first, Steady Mode, you can get it in the tools section here in the instruction bar. And you'll see it says study and learn. And so when you select study and learn, then the study button comes up. And I believe this feature is available for free. I'm on the paid subscription, so you'll have to just double check that to see if it's available for you if you're using free. Um, but I'm in the steady mode now, and I know I am in the mode because it is selected. So, what is steady mode? It's a custom interaction setting that's within ChatGPT that makes the AI act like a friendly and knowledgeable study coach or tutor. So instead of just giving you answers, it can ask you questions to check your understanding. It can guide you through step by step through a problem or through topics. It can break down complex ideas. It can help you to teach it back so that you learn it and it sticks with you. It can encourage active learning so you're doing thinking and not just reading. Um, this mode is amazing for students, but it's also awesome for entrepreneurs, for coaches, and creators who want to learn fast and implement faster. So now, how can entrepreneurs use, study mode? Well, you can apply it to real practical ways as a business owner. It doesn't matter whether you're a coach or, a product builder or whatever. But let's say that, let's talk about a couple of ways that you can use this study mode. So, first, you can use it to learn a new skill for your business. So, let's say that you want to understand content marketing, right? I want to understand content marketing. You want to master the lead generation strategies. You want to learn how to write and sales funnels or set up automations. So instead of you searching YouTube for hours and listening to all the different videos, you can come into ChatGPT study mode. Instead of paying 197 for the course, I know it's gonna, hey, but instead of paying 197 for a course, you can come into ChatGPT, okay, and do that. Now, so you say, well, why would you teach that and you do courses? Because it's all about you becoming more self-efficient and getting this knowledge on your own. Now, a lot of people won't do it. They'll just come and join the class, and that's fine too, because they want to get that specific knowledge. Then they can talk to someone, and that someone can tell them exactly what to do. And so, hey, no different than YouTube University, right? So let's say that I'm in study mode, and I say, hey, I want to study content strategy like a beginner. Teach me step by step and quiz me as I go. Okay. So let's see what this is going to do. So this is going to break it into chunks. It's going to ask you questions. It's going to give you examples that you can relate to, and it's going to allow you to explain it back because that's what we asked it to do. All right. So love it, Tisha, because it already knows who I am. Let's build your content strategy muscles from the ground up, one clear step at a time with practice in between. Before we start, quick check. What's your goal for learning content strategy? Um, so it knows I have all of these things. I'm going to say promote, uh, promote let's see, AI by Design Academy. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say. Perfect. So they're going to shape everything around promoting AI by Design Academy, building brand awareness, attracting new members, and driving sales. So the first thing to do is to define your current goals. So since your goal is to promote your content, you might aim to build awareness, educate, establish, and drive conversions. So let's make it concrete. Here's your turn. Match the content type to the goal. um Reels, free guides, bold quotes, testimonial videos, right? What goal does each match to? So awareness, let people know the academy exists, right? So it's quizzing you to say here, which one is it? Educate shows what's possible, right? Um, and then establish authority, position you as a go-to guide. So you see, I'm not going to go through these quizzes, okay? Because I'm just not going to do that. We're going to go through this training. But I would in turn answer these questions, and then it would go on to step two, which is getting clarity for your audience. You see how powerful and amazing this is for your knowledge as a business owner or even as a student for your children to learn. Um, so the next thing it can do is to help you as a business owner, coach, consultant, to help you to develop your own courses or offers. So before you teach something, you got to master it. You want to use, study mode to help you master topics. So here's a prompt that you can use in study mode. So I'm going to open up a new chat. I'm going to go into study mode and paste that in here. I'm building a course on productivity for entrepreneurs. Help me master the key frameworks, quiz me, and help me design a clear lesson plan. So let's go ahead and press enter on that one. And you're going to learn better ways to teach it. You're going to catch the gaps in your knowledge. You're going to get help organizing your ideas, and you'll be able to build a stronger, more confident offer. So, this says, great, let's do it. I'm going to help you with quizzes. I'm going to do this. Before we do this, let's check in. What's your target audience? Who are you talking to? So that it can direct your training toward what you need, right? What's their biggest struggle? Do you want this course to be faith-based? Blah, blah, blah. And then step two, master these five productivity frameworks. And so it's got the key, productivity frameworks. And then you've got a quiz here. And then you can, once we do the check-in and review everything, we'll move on. Okay. Map your course, name your lessons, blah, 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 blah. So are you ready to answer those three questions, or should we go one framework at a time? So if you're like, no, I don't want to do it all like that, we'll just go one frame at a time. You can direct study mode or ChatGPT to do that. So now the next thing that you can, study mode can help you with is decision making. As a business owner, you need to have and understand how to make decisions, because that is your key role and responsibility. And you'd be surprised, a lot of people don't know how to make the decisions. They get stuck in decision mode. And so when you get stuck in decision mode, you don't move forward. You're scared to make the move because you haven't learned how to make that. So here's a prompt. Help me to learn the pros and cons of email marketing platforms like a coach would. Ask me questions to help me decide. So you're asking it to help me learn something, and then ask me questions to help me decide. Okay. So when I press the enter here, it's going to coach you through the decision instead of telling you what to do. When you're in regular chat GPT, I'll call it, it will just tell you stuff, right? But here you're saying, coach me, help me make this decision. And so you've got clarify your purchase or your purpose. What are you using it for? know your must have. So it's giving you a list. Budget and growth, what's your current size? So you've got to answer these questions so that it can get you through to the next step there. Things you might not have even thought to ask yourself. The next one I want to talk about is to help you. Chat GPT's study mode can help you to train your team. So let's open up a new chat. Study and learn. So it can help you to train your team. So if you want your VA or your team to learn something new, learn something fast, you can set them up in ChatGPT and say, act like a patient trainer, teach whatever skill and quiz them at each step to make sure they understand. So let's say here. And then once you fill this in, you've got your onboarding and your custom training assistant. Okay. So let's see here. Teach. What could we teach? I'm gonna keep it simple. Teach ChatGPT basics. Right? Let's teach that. Okay. Um, So now I'm going to go ahead and press enter. Absolutely. What is ChatGPT? And then it's going through all of that. And it's doing it way quicker than we could ever, right? Answer these two questions out loud or type them back to me because you could go into the dictate mode here. Is ChatGPT like a search engine that looks things up on the internet? What are three things ChatGPT can help you do? When you answer, I'll let you know if you got it, and then we'll move on to step two. So, wow. So here you got your training assistant here that you can do that to help onboard your employees, right? Let's see here. So if you want to learn like SEO as a beginner, you can say something like, let's go to another one. We're just going to do a few examples. New chat, study and learn. And I have some stuff already done. So I want to learn SEO. I mean, how many as a business owner, you want to learn search engine optimization, right? Teach me like I'm in the 10th grade and ask me to explain what I learned back to you. So it's going to walk you through keywords, backlinks, structures, quiz you on how to apply it, help you build an SEO strategy for your business. Okay. So that's really how you use it in some different real life examples, of how you can use steady mode to help you to learn, whatever it is that you want to learn or you want someone else on your team to learn. Here's your SEO. It tells you what it's for. It tells you what it does, tells you why it matters, and then boom, let's check for your understanding. So it doesn't go far before it checks for your understanding. The last thing I want to do is that you can teach Chat GPT too. So, as you learn, you can say something like, as let's pretend I'm teaching this to a client. Help me explain it simply. So now you're reinforcing your knowledge and building your brand voice. Okay. So you might do that. I went into another mode, but maybe it's you're in here, or maybe you've asked it to do something for you. Maybe we're done here, and then we say, you know, let's pretend I'm teaching this to a client. Help me to explain it simply. Or yeah, so that's what you can do in study mode, and it will help you. I'm going to see if I can get through something. So what's this one? Can you explain what SEO is and why it matters in your own words? So SEO, oh, is search engine optimization, and it helps you to appear in the top results in, or I should say, on platforms like Google. Okay, let's see if that answer is good enough. Yes, you're totally right. That's exactly what it is. Step two, how does Google decide who shows up? So now it's going to say that. It's going to say relevance. Is your content good? Authority. Does your website seem trustworthy? Users experience. Da 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 da. How to bake cookies. Okay. So let's say you make a blog post called the best chocolate chip cookie recipe. What are two things you could do that help your post rank higher in the search? Think about what Google is looking for. You could make sure that um, the instructions are clear and they actually walk someone through how to bake the cookies. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yes. Relevance and helpful. Let's see here. Build on that. Let's build on that. What if you also got a few popular food blogs to link to your cookie post, right? Because it didn't say that, but that's true. You want to have some backlinks in there. So, quick recap. Okay. Let's see if this will work in this mode because I don't want to go through this. Okay, now let's pretend. Yes, okay. So here's how I'd explain it. SEO. Now I put in that prompt and it's showing me how to teach it back. We call it a teach back in training. And now it's your turn. I want you to try explaining it back to me as if I'm your client. So this is just an amazing tool here to really to help you to solidify or study things, something specific. You don't have to go searching all over YouTube for the right video. You can come into ChatGPT study mode, learn, be quizzed, and then teach it back to ChatGPT and have it teach it back to you. So let me know what questions you have, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, if you love this, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that follow or that subscribe button for more AI powered tips and creative hacks right here on AI by Design TV. Hey, listen, keep creating, keep exploring, and remember, be blessed, be fruitful, and multiply.